Hey everybody, it's layout update time. We've made some changes and some improvements, some updates to the layout here. We start down this end here. We have like our little work table there, some projects in the works there and here as well. But we start all the way down on this end here. And Drake, let's get you to do some talking today. What do we got down there?
So down here we have a car shop for rolling stock and locomotives that need fixing.
And what did we do with that car shop? We installed something in there, right?
We installed
So, all right.
a light.
Yeah, all right. And do you remember the name of the manufacturer of the lighting that we used?
Just Plug.
The Just Plug system? And I think is that by Woodland Scenics maybe?
I think so.
It might be.
It is by Woodland Scenics.
They have these modular lighting systems here where you can, have like a main hub and then you can kind of connect 4 different lighting fixtures to it. Here we have like underneath our coal chute, we've got like the cool white. Over there we have the blue.
And over here we have just a plain white.
Plain old, I think that might be the warm white. You can kind of see underneath there. It gives a good glow inside our,
this is what it looks like with the lights
our
off.
break house. Yeah, we turn our lights off here in the room. You get a better idea, It's nighttime in the switch yard over here, right? I think that was a Warren Zevon song, actually. And you can kind of see how that casts the light down onto the tracks when the coal cars come through there. And way down on the end there, we've got the car shop as well. What you're hearing maybe in the background is the sound of our point-to-point system there. Bachmann makes these cool point-to-point track systems. You can run a trolley or, whatever you want, a switcher engine, anything you want. You can dream up.
That's DC.
And that's DC, and that comes all the way down to the end here. And I'm just going to turn that off real quick because it can be a little noisy when we're trying to make a video. But we've got, our main sort of yard over here, and then we've created a couple different levels here so we could do various projects all within the space of the garage. We don't have a huge space to do a lot of trains, so we got to maximize. Over here, what's this?
We have our own miniature Skarloey Railway.
And what kind of track are we using here? What is this?
We're using the Kato Unitrack, but this is N scale.
So this really is like a short scale, or what do they call it?
This is narrow gauge.
Narrow gauge.
So down here you have your standard gauge layout, and up here you got your narrow gauge layout.
And Skarloey's Railway.
Skarloey Railway is narrow gauge. So it's a little smaller than standard gauge.
You can see we're still kind of assembling it. It's going to run the length there. When it gets to the end, it's going to turn and we're going to have it go to the end there, kind of like what we did also with the trolley system there that we're using with the Bachmann point-to-point. Up here, we did a recent haul video where we got our cool Tyco, what is that, a 460, I think it is, right?
A 460, yes.
Yeah. And that's the same as this, right?
As our Spirit of America.
You guys might have seen us do a video on that. Hey, think you can express, right? This is my favorite train here. I grew up in New Jersey, and I remember Pennsylvania Railroad, or Penn Central, used to cross over the New Jersey Central, and when I was very, very young, they were still using those. But that's like the special, I think it's the presidential 1776.
And my favorite, the 1985 Runaway train.
That's a custom there that Drake and I put together of the Runaway train from the 1985 movie with Manny and Buck. Manny, I need shoes.
I need shoes.
You guys got to see the movie. I mean, it's kind of dated and it's kind of like not PC a couple times, but it's really great acting. And if you guys are so inclined and you like that kind of action sort of movie that involves trains, you're definitely going to dig it. I think I was mentioning here, we just did another video talking about these two little pass-throughs here where we use some of the woodland scenic trees and shrubbery and stuff to create this sort of barrier, sort of compression thing. Who's the guy that we watched, the SoCal Scale?
SoCal Scale Models.
SoCal Scale Models. He talked in some of his videos about compression. Gave us the idea to do that, create a little bit of distance, and, we edit our kind of blue sky in the background. And over here, we got our finger-licking good Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken. Drake used the 3D printer to print out the dumpster here with the separate, like the black rubber tops that you get. And we're going to do more of those because that came out really good. And we hit that with some gray primer. Yeah, it looks pretty realistic. We were going to do a couple other things with the 3D printer. We did a windmill.
A classic from Thomas.
Yeah, we wanted
as
to
Thomas puffs by
some Island of Sodor stuff there. You got to have a signal box there, right? And these came out great, actually. And then we just hit it with some like silver paint, some chrome spray paint. I thought it came out really good. We're going to do more of those. Over here in our railway disassembly area here where they're tearing out the old tracks, I thought how fun it would be if we could 3D print
a couple porta potties.
Yeah, that would look realistic. You always see like the workers out there, and there's nowhere to go, and they got to bring the go to them. So that's what we're going to put there. And if you guys have access to a 3D printer, I know in our town at the library they have a class you can take, and you can actually use the 3D printer there. Drake in his classroom, they have a 3D printer, so for his class projects, they do some printing there as well. What other updates? I can see Birdie the Bus over there. You guys who have been watching for a while, you know that we're Thomas fans here.
Yep.
We're not ashamed to admit.
Still love Thomas.
Still love Thomas. Always will. Over there, we've got... What's happening over here? I see several different...
We got a little Carney's restaurant in the back right there.
Come on down to Carney's and get yourself a burger or a hot dog. Don't forget to get the frozen banana for dessert.
And also the train wreck fries.
Yeah.
We also have a little freight yard.
That's right. We've got
a Procore tanker car somewhere.
There is a Procore back there.
Somewhere.
Yeah, there it is. It's got the yellow logo, the thin logo, not the big fat blocky letters, which would be our favorite. We couldn't find one online. We'll get one.
We'll get one eventually.
We'll make a big deal about it when we get it, because that's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
We've also got the Walther's oil rig back there, which is built and it's ready to go. We just got to hook up the electric.
We just put some power to it.
Some power. Carney's actually has some internal lighting, which will be hooked to the same power. I'm not sure what else is happening over here. We've still got our abandoned railway here. We're going to put a tunnel that goes around here. Like there's going to kind of be a little mountain that comes up.
For one of my favorite Thomas engines.
And who was the engine that got stuck in the tunnel? Any
Henry.
Thomas fans? You Thomas fans know. Who was it, Drake?
Henry.
So Henry's going to have his tunnel over here, and then we're going to build kind of a little bit of woods here that kind of conceal the lake a bit there, kind of create a little bit more of that compression and dimension. I think that's our update, isn't it? Yeah. Can you think of anything else here?
There's really not that... right here.
What's happening up
there? Was supposed to be our mine railway.
Yeah, for now we're kind of using that top shelf there for storing some of the rolling stock. You see we got our Polar Express cars there.
And then behind those...
Behind this is a couple Amtrak cars. And then some wooden
passenger cars.
Yeah, we got Atchison, Topeka, Santa Fe there.
Some Durango and Silverton.
And those we will run with the steam locomotives, which unfortunately kind of are broken. We need to do some repairs.
Some of them still work.
But what we wanted to do was have a mine train up here, maybe like mine carts. It might be a custom thing we do, but it's going to go down there, and then there'll be like a mine entrance there, and the trains will kind of disappear over there into the mines. But you know, we need to plan for like some kind of accessibility, because you know how sometimes trains derail, and if they derail inside the tunnel and you can't reach in there, it could be a problem. So we've got to kind of build a plan so we could access underneath or behind or in front of whatever it is that we build there. And way up at the top there, I don't know if you can see, that kind of goes all the way around the garage in both directions. We have an O-scale train up there, tracks. But it's hard to access, and we got to go up on a ladder when we want to run it, and then you got to clean it. And using the Lionel, what is the type of track we're using up there, Drake?
Lionel Fast Track.
The Fast Track, and it's older track, so it's not making great contact. So we're thinking about going up there and soldering the track together to solve that problem, and then we'll probably start running O-scales more regularly. Yeah, this is the track here we're talking about by Lionel.
The Fast
and,
Track.
It's an older track. You know, it was Drake's. Basically, it was his first train set, so we're using some of the older tracks. You know, that kids get grimy and kind of nasty, so they need to be cleaned really good. And we'll let you know when that's running up there. You know, hopefully for holidays, we'll run the Polar Express up there. We've got
like
several
for
cars.
Christmas, and then for Halloween, maybe a Halloween train or something.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten one of those Halloween Mikados that have the wolf sound for the whistle. And what do they have for the bell? It's like
a church bell.
It's like a church bell or a doom bell. I call it a doom bell. So here's a couple engines. You know, we love the British stuff. Drake has this one. I think we had to glue. There's like a hose.
Some air pipes, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to trust what you say because I don't know what it's called either.
They're like airline
And then
hoses.
we found some new old stock Athearn switcher engines, and with those you got to apply the
handrails.
Yeah, and they're made out of metal, which is pretty cool, you know. So we got those on there on that one, and then we had to get some other ones there that we had to apply, those yellow ones. So this is kind of like our work area here, where we're works in progress
for projects.
And then there you could see like toilet paper tubes and paper towel tubes. We use those to make silos and
little projects like that.
I think that's it. Anything else you want to say, Drake?
No, not really.
So why don't we send everybody off by running some trains here?
There we go. You guys memorize this character? If so, leave a comment. He's going up the hill. I believe in you! I believe in this engine.
Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching Runaway Trains.
We'll see you on the next run.